Okay, I'm rather excited and thanks for being patient. I understand that season 6 has taken me a while to get back onto the microphone, but for those of you who've been sticking around and listening to the podcast, I super appreciate all of the patience that you guys have shown. This season is super exciting. I know that I said I was going to be doing, in season 5, I was trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and I thought I could get there in that 6-month period. And as it turned out, I failed pretty big. However, it was an eye-opening experience, and I learned a lot. So I want to start season 6. Before I tell you what I'm going to be doing in this season, I first want to kind of wrap up what happened in the last season and what gave me the inspiration to change things up for this season of the podcast. So this season of the podcast, I'm still working on the YouTube channel with some changes, because last year I learned, or the last season, I learned that all of the things that I thought were going to make the channel big didn't end up making it near as big as I thought. Now, some of the things definitely worked. I was able to decide on a specific niche. And I realized very quickly that the niche that I had picked, which is as a therapist, I help couples. And so I thought, boom, I'm going to do a YouTube channel on couples help. And so I started doing that. Well, couples aren't looking for the titles of the information because they don't know they need it. And so it was not being searched. And then as it turned out, the stuff that I did do that was highly being searched, I didn't have any fun doing anyway. So I was doing stuff like no contact rule, which I suppose has its purpose, but I didn't want to build a channel around the no contact rule. And so primarily speaking, what ended up happening is that people came to the channel, watched the video, got the help they needed or got what they were looking for, and then left. So I did get some subscribers. I was just over 1,000, like 1,200 and some subscribers. And it has been maintaining that 1,270 mark or something like that for quite some time. It's going up and going down. I've made some changes on the channel and a shift in focus on the channel, which I think is going to be a lot more fun for me, because it doesn't really matter if the channel gets big if I hate it. Because I've realized that in content creation, when you're creating content, especially if you're going to do it on a long-term basis for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, maybe you want to make it your new career, you have to pick something that you're going to love doing. And I simply didn't love doing that. And so I love creating content, and I love maintaining a positive mindset while doing so. And I've realized that so many other content creators out there are struggling with their mindset, struggling staying positive, and struggling finding the motivation to continue creating after they've done it for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They're giving up. There's so many channels out there right now, big name people that are just like, I'm burning out. I can't take it. I don't enjoy the grind anymore. And I think it's because they got themselves to that giant level of popularity, but they just are doing something that they're not in love with doing. So it's critical, I think, that we find a balance between being able to be found on the channel, on the platforms. Let's say that it's YouTube, being found on YouTube, being discoverable, and having a channel that you enjoy making the content for. If you don't love what you're doing, it is going to become a job straight up, and it's a job that you don't get paid well to do until you've done it long enough to grow an audience enough that it then starts paying for itself. The trouble is, by the time it pays for itself, you're so worn out and so beat up, just so negative on the entire process that you don't want to continue once you're finally making it big. And so I realized that this season, I'm going to make the shift. I'm going to use what I know, which is relationships and staying positive, how to keep your mindset where it needs to be in order to maintain a happy place. But you've got to do that by doing stuff you enjoy. So because I really enjoy creating content, I know I'm not good at it yet, but you know what? I'm going to take the journey of learning more and more and more about it. I've started shooting some B-roll, which is super fun. I'm not good. Man, just hear me out. I really do stink at it right now. But I've got the equipment, I've got the cameras, and I enjoy trying to make the camera see what I envisioned in my head. Now, I'm not great at doing that yet. And so I'm going to be following along, following some other creators and getting inspiration from them. And then I'm going to share what I learn. And so I'm going to be sharing the things that I learn to make your channel grow and to make it get bigger and to find the audience that you want to serve, the audience that you actually want to help. And I think that's going to be the difference is instead of searching for my audience, I'm going to be diving deep into the content that I want to create, knowing that the audience that's looking for that information is going to find it. So I'm going to do it in a way that's very searchable. So hopefully, if you're looking for the information that I'm going to be talking about on the videos, you'll come to the channel and you'll find it. And I think this go round, I'm also going to be focusing on suggested videos when other people made a video that's similar, that's popular. I'm hoping that my take on that information or that topic, that title, is just different enough that people will find what they're looking for. And I know right now, because my channel is only 1,000 subscribers, 1,200, whatever, I know that it's small, but I know, yes, there are a lot of people 5, 10, 15, 20 steps ahead of me. But I realize too that there are channels that are 5 steps behind me that could learn what I know to get to 1,000 subscribers, like what I did to get to 1,000 subscribers, what I do to get 300-400 views on a video. I know that sounds small, and it is in the beginning, but when with my other channels, I was getting 5 views per video, 10 maybe, and after 6 months, a year, I got 25 views. That wasn't great. And now I'm getting those first 25 views in the first couple of hours, and it gets up to several hundred. In some cases much higher than that, which is great. And I think that's because that content is more searchable than the others. So I found that there's basically 2 ways to get views on YouTube. And so what I've found is that you're going to get views based on search. Like if somebody's looking for a specific thing, you have to have those keywords in the description. You have to write a description of what's in your video so that the algorithm knows and so that people can find it when they're looking for a specific answer or a topic or something that they want to watch. It needs to be searchable. And searchable is kind of evergreen content because it's there and it's searchable forever if you use the proper search terms, knowing what the intent is behind the viewer, what they would ask if they were trying to find a video like yours. So that's the critical thing. You don't write, oh, this is what I did over Easter. Okay, if the video is that, but it's about, deep frying a ham, then you need to have in the title how I deep fried a ham and how, and what a mistake it was, or it was an awesome experience, whatever. You have to put in there what the person who's looking for that content might type into the search bar in order to find it. The second way to get found on YouTube is to find yourself in these suggested videos on the side. And you do that with title match, with keyword match. So you have to match the content of a video that somebody else has made. And if you've got a voice that says something different, then you want to be on that so that people that are watching that video go, oh, this looks great, but I didn't find what I was looking for. Oh, here's somebody who has a similar video on a similar topic or on the very same topic. Maybe they have a different outlook or a different view, a different take on the information. And so that's my goal. I'm going to try really hard this time to be in that suggested videos bar on the side of a desktop or on the feed, on a mobile feed. And I think that's a really good place to be. You won't get your videos in there unless you're posting on a consistent basis. Now, I have noticed that when I was posting 2 videos a week, because I did that for quite some time, months and months and months, I did 2 videos a week and then switched it to 1 video a week. And when I did that, I went like 2-3 weeks with no videos at the end of season 5 when I wrapped that up, and I kind of got discouraged. And so I went a couple of weeks making the shift into what I was going to do this season. And when I made that shift, I didn't have videos to upload. And so I didn't. And all of my promoted videos, the ones where I say YouTube promoted them, they put them in the suggested or homepage or whatever, or browse, went away. And I think it went away because the algorithm knows, why would we put your content out there as new interesting information, new interesting content for people if you're not making new stuff? All they can do is just hope that the people go back to your channel and watch your old stuff, but they're not going to continue to promote new stuff because you don't have anything new or fresh coming out. And so that is a hindrance, and that's going to stop or slow the growth of your channel dramatically. Now, once I switched back over and started posting one video a week, I noticed that increase, that kick up, ticked up again. And so it's not quite up to the level that it was, because now I made the algorithm nervous and they're like, well, are you really posting again? Are you doing it? Are you not? Now, I think the videos that I am posting are a little bit more on target. They're a little bit higher quality. I'm hoping. I got a new camera and microphone, and I'm hoping that those differences, those higher quality videos, are going to relate and be more of what the intended audience is looking for. And so with that, I'm also having the long form videos clipped up into shorts. And so I'm testing that out this season. This season is about changing the content target and target audience, and my target for creating the content. And then also the type of content that I'm uploading is going to be different. So I'm going to be doing shorts, one video a week. I think 2 to 3 shorts per day, or maybe every other day. I don't know the posting schedule as of yet. We're just kind of toying with it and testing it out. And then I'm also going to be doing a bunch of stuff in the community post. Now, I just created a video on that. If you're interested, check out the link. I don't have a link yet. I just made the video, but there will be a link in it shortly. So I'll put it in the description when it comes out. And it's a video that talks about the community posts, and community posts right now are hot. So it takes up so much valuable real estate on the screen. If you do a post, and the best posts that are working right now are image polls. So if you take an image poll, basically you're just taking a poll. You're asking questions of your audience and you're saying, hey, so for instance, my last poll was, what type of content would you like to see me make next? And then I put 4 options completely swallow up the screen on a standard iPhone. And then you put images that relate to the answers. And so I've got really what I consider to be really high quality, decent images that illustrate in the image what the question or what the answer is alluding to, what its answer is. And so those types of posts get shown as testers to new people that weren't in your audience before. But because of the keywords that are in there and the chance that that person might like it, if they engage, answer the post, then they maybe are going to be given a video or 2 of yours to like, hey, check it out. This is what this person is making. Bloop. If not, they see the community post and see the conversation that you started, and they're like, man, I'm interested in that. Wonder what else they're making. And they click on your little icon, bloof, takes them to your channel. Pow, they see the stuff that you're creating. If they like it, they're going to subscribe. That is a way right now that many channels are doubling the subscriber rate that they were getting before. So if they were getting 1 to 2 subscribers a week, they're now getting 4 to 5 subscribers per week, just adding that one extra post. It's not videos, it's not ads. It doesn't cost you anything other than maybe an hour a week. And the reason I use an hour a week is because sometimes it takes a while to take those high quality photos. Okay, don't just throw up random crap. Take high quality, decent photos that illustrate the answer you're working with. If you do that, it's going to take you a little bit of time, approximately an hour. But if you've already got a backlog of a bunch of different photos, or you can take screenshots of your existing videos, pop those up there, fantastic. You're ahead of the game. You're going to be able to make those posts in just minutes and get them out there. From what I have found is that the posts are working best 1 post per week. It doesn't make sense to do more than that, because you've got to give the algorithm a chance to test your post out enough before you switch it and put a new post. It appears that it doesn't go back and post the old posts all that much. It does, but not near as much as it posts the new ones. And it rewards you for posting and creating new posts. So create new posts on a regular basis. I would suggest setting down a specific time. Let's say you post that post and schedule it to go out every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. or every Wednesday at 5 p.m., whatever the case. So figure out what works best for you, test a bunch of different times, and then attempt and do that. That's what I'm going to be doing this go round this season. I'm going to be testing the time that works best for posting that content. So I will let you know that as well. And so that is the primary focus of this new season, season 6, Grow an Online Business. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking around. And thank you for your patience. I look forward to talking more about what happens and keeping you guys posted on the growth and or success and failure of my new YouTube channel, Aaron Gerald's. I think it's the Aaron Gerald's YouTube channel. This go round. I'm hoping that the next 6 months are even better than the first 6 months. I'm happy with the results that I got, and I think that the changes that I'm going to make are going to make it more fun for me. So I think being more fun is just going to make more sense because I don't know. I figure it's going to take probably a couple of years before my channel has the authority that it needs in order to really start promoting out the growth. And I do know that typically speaking, YouTube takes a while to allow your channel to gain that authority. It wants to know that you're willing to work long enough to deserve the authority. So the first 6 months, 7 months, I think the channel's been going good so far. I think I reached the 1,000 mark a little faster than a lot of people do. I know I think I explained in the last season that we sort of shortcutted that, which was pretty awesome. But I think that the slow, sustainable growth makes much more sense. So I don't think I'm going to be spending any more money on testing out those types of things, running specific ads or whatever. I think there's ways to do it without necessarily having to pay ads, but I'll let you know how that goes this season. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel on YouTube if you haven't, and I'll talk to you next episode.